There we go.
Thank you.
Woohoo!
Welcome.
Olivia.
That about Jesus Christ. Okay, so thank you so much, Olivia.
That was amazing.
Bravo.
Yeah, if anyone ever needs
Oh,
internet help.
bravo.
starting again.
No, it's working. You're still online. It's whatever's happening.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just, let me go in the other room and make sure Royce is not on the internet. Because that could be screwing me up. Hold on.
The guilty one.
Ugh.
Be able to have multiple devices streaming at once.
Yeah.
Should be able to.
It's not dial up. It could be more than one person. on the phone.
I remember those days.
I remember the dial up days.
Oof.
Oh boy.
Hardcore.
Get off the computer. I want to use the phone.
Right?
Yeah, and then mobile phones kind of
Yeah.
solved that problem.
Pushing me out of Zoom. Royce was on the internet, so he's pushing me out. So, so now I need to see you do a cold read of it. Now
We did a fantastic job.
you did a fantastic job.
So
Now,
good.
Look at you. So let's you go back.
This is the
Okay.
longest script on the planet.
Yeah, I don't think you need to read as long as it goes.
Okay.
It's 5 pages, so where should we stop? 3?
And I have like a monologue.
Before your
Yeah.
big monologue.
Well, that's 2 pages. My monologue is at the bottom of the second page.
Yeah, let's
I
end
can
it.
skip it.
Nah, I think it's
Well, let's just go and see.
yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
All right.
Hi. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. You're just gonna lock up the store like that?
I want to talk to you about something, and I don't want to be disturbed.
You saw it.
Very dramatic, I thought.
It's not what you think.
What? It's worse? You're pregnant with an Asian design major's child?
I'm not pregnant.
Are you going to tell me or just send an invitation?
I was going to tell you, but then we weren't really getting along so well. So I didn't want to mess it up.
Could have broken it to me gently, at least started by telling me you had a boyfriend. I told you I had a girlfriend.
I know. I'm sorry. But when we started talking, it was like I forgot that I had a boyfriend. And then he proposed last month.
And you said yes?
Well, kind of, sort of.
Is that what they teach you at that school of yours? Kind of, sort of. Everyone knows about this except me.
Okay,
Do you know how humiliating this is?
I would have told you. And you would have stopped calling. You would have been like a baby.
How do you know that?
Because I know you. You prefer drastic measures to rational ones.
You're really getting married?
No.
No, you're not really getting married?
Okay, the story goes like this. He proposed, and I told him that I had to think about it. And he insisted that I wear the ring. Okay. And that's when I hopped on the train to come back here because, oh, sorry, let me go back. I skipped a part. He insisted that I wear the ring, and then my mother told the paper that we were engaged.
How like her.
Yeah. Then my mother called this morning and told me about the announcement and how it was in the paper, and I hopped on the train to get back here to talk to you because I didn't want you to find out from the paper.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Yeah, okay. Well, was I right?
A wreck is a harsh term. Disturbed is more likely. Mildly disturbed, even.
Okay. I love a macho facade. It's such a turn on. But smells like shoe polish.
And you came here to what? To comfort me?
Well, the last thing I need was for you to think that I was hiding something from you.
But you were.
No, I wasn't. Not really. I told you I was seeing other people.
Yeah, but not seriously. Christ, you're ready to walk down the aisle. I'd say that constitutes something more than just seeing somebody.
I'm giving it back.
What?
I don't want to marry him. I don't want to get married at all right now. I'm on the verge of graduation. I want to go to graduate school after this. And I want to start a career. I don't want to have to be a wife first and then worry about where all of this is going to fit in after. I mean, I've come way too far and studied way too hard to let my childhood and studied way too hard, sorry, to let my education just go to waste and be a housewife. And I know what I'd become. Sang's already signed with a major firm, and he's going to be pulling a huge salary, and it would give me no reason to work. And he's so traditional anyway.
Sang? His name is past tense?
Come on, stop it. He's a nice guy.
He's so nice. Why aren't you going to marry him?
I just told you.
There's
Good, end
more,
it
isn't there?
there. Good,
Okay.
end it there. That was, now I'm gonna echo, now you'll forgive me. Couple of things. Nice reading, nicely well done. I didn't want you to find out, and then you took a large beat page
Mhm.
from the newspaper. But there was nothing filling that space.
Yeah.
So if you're going to take that large a beat, and you know, that could be very interesting as an actress. I personally think if I were coaching you, I wouldn't take that long of a beat there.
I think I got lost.
Yeah, because it got lost and
Yeah.
leave you. But from the newspaper, you know, make that all one sentence.
Okay.
More, I want to see, he has a way of getting you all kaboobulated. And I want
Yeah.
to see you get more kaboobulated. I just told you.
Just
And then I did
combobulated.
the whole thing telling him why you weren't going to get married, and he says why. It's like,
Yeah.
I want to see
I jumped on the train for you.
But I also need to find out from you, Paige, do you still love him?
Yes.
Yeah, I got that you did.
Mm.
Are you going to
Yeah,
tell
we
him?
want to, I want to date him
Right.
still. Yeah.
In that case, then it brings you, Eamon, into a odd predicament because I would rather see you more hurt. You were more angry this time at the beginning. I
Mhm.
think we should reverse it. I think you should be this time more hurt at the beginning, and then you start to get agitated, not real Eamon angry,
Mhm.
but agitated Eamon, which is why you get her all kaboobulated because you
Mhm.
can't
I
understand
love
what's going
kaboobulated.
on. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you're irritated by it. I don't think you're angry at her because I think you love her. Don't you love her?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's sad. I
you
think the
do.
better part of the scene is at the end, but it's
Oh, really?
yeah.
How many more pages is it?
Well, it's we can read it fast.
Oh, I don't want you to read the past.
It's another 2.5 pages.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you do it when we come back from the breakout room then?
Try it.
And
Okay.
if there's anything I feel, then I'll just have you redo that section again.
Okay.
But at least for this part, guys, I would like to see you more, get you more kind of kaboobulated from it. Blame your mommy. And Eamon, for you, you don't understand
Hmm.
to getting agitated. Okay,
Okay.
good.
Thank you.
You're welcome, cuties. Who's next? Penny, Carolyn. Ah, there she is. Kenny. 2, 3, 4.
Oh, wait a minute, I gotta get my
Kenny.
script. Wait a minute, I'm gonna get my script, so I'm going to leave you.
Ah, the great Kenneth Fu.
Now, ooh, gee, wait a second. Okay.
But lower your camera or sit up straighter
Wait a
when
minute, can you see me? I don't think you can see me, can you?
that's fine. Yeah,
Oh, you can? Okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I can't see Kenny. Where's Kenny?
Kenny, say something.
I'm here.
I hear you. I think what I did, wait, now here we go. I need the millennium person. Okay, here are the scenes from Monday now posted 10. Let's see. Wait. Oh. Okay, wait just a sec. I'll be right there. Okay, here you are. I can't find the little the minimizing little thing in this screen with the galaxy here with all of us here. So the gallery, the galaxy.
I don't know. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute,
Go to
hold
your
on.
picture, and
I'll
then
go to
you
my
should
picture.
see 3
Go to me.
spots.
Go to me.
And
Oh, I
then
see. I see what you mean. Oh, no, I have mute. I don't want to go through this. Wait, here's the thing. Um, let's see. Hide self view. Would that be that or
yes, I
hide
don't
self
want you
view?
looking at yourself.
Okay, hide self view. Okay, well, I see Kenny. So maybe
Perfect.
that's all I want to see. Wait, just hold on just a minute. Shoot. I just don't know where to minimize myself right now.
Mercury is in retrograde. Mercury.
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. What
I
regardless of
don't
it.
either.
All right, let me go here. You know what? If you could see me, wait, let me no,
We see you, Carolyn, and we hear you, and we see
I
Kenneth.
know. I need to
But
find
what
out.
is the problem, honey bun?
No. Well, now I screwed up myself. Oh, here are the scenes from my okay. Right, just stay with me just a minute. Let me get my act together. Attendee Zoom. No, I'm not there. Okay, I don't want to be there. Start a new screen. Oh, there. I'm fine. I can't see anybody, but I can pretend that I can see Kenny. And I can see him in my camera. So
Wait a
I'll
minute. Say
play.
hello, Kenny, and you'll see him.
Okay, I'll just pretend. You're gonna
Kenny,
be
say hi.
Hi.
yeah, I hear you. Okay, so maybe that will be like a radio couple, you know?
Well,
right,
look
wait,
into the eye of your camera.
Okay, look, yeah, I will, but I have to
All right,
figure
let's
out.
improvise. This is a famous scene.
Okay, wait a second, just a minute. Let me do something here before I even get started. Wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not working.
So improvise first, right?
Okay.
Yeah, Kenny, have you ever seen this movie?
No.
Have you, Carolyn?
I not only have I seen it, it's an endearing movie.
Fabulous,
The theme song to this movie is wonderful. The Goodbye
fabulous
Girl.
movie.
I love it.
written-
Hold on a
Kenneth,
second. What's this theme song? Is this theme song Goodbye Girl?
Yeah, the Goodbye
Yeah.
Girl. Yeah.
The Goodbye Girl. So that's okay.
so
This
Kenneth,
song, right?
Kenneth,
Yes.
this is just so you know, it's Richard Drive. I think it's his first film.
No,
Jaws-
no.
Jaws was his second film.
What about the thing of the third kind, the encounter of the third kind, or the Steven
Oh, that was
Spielberg?
his third film.
Oh, well, maybe it is his first film.
Anyway, Kenneth, you've come to New
Yeah.
York. You've rented this apartment from a friend of yours.
Yes.
It's pouring rain out. You're supposed to do Edward III
Mhm.
off Broadway. And
Okay.
you get there, and this woman is there, and she won't let you in because she has a child. And
Okay.
she says she has the apartment, and you say, well, your boyfriend, who has
Uh-huh.
abandoned her,
Mhm.
rented me the apartment.
Okay.
So this is how the two of you know each other. I don't know if this is the scene.
No, it's not because he's taking it. He's just finished taking a shower. So
Okay,
I think
so,
I'm
but
dripping. Oh,
somehow
no,
you-
no, no. You're right. You're right. You're right. It's raining. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is. He
oh.
comes in from the rain.
All right, so let's improvise this.
Okay.
Um, hey, it's raining outside.
Mm. And I see that the
Wait a
rain
minute,
is
stop,
dripping
stop.
on.
Carolyn, you're leaning forward.
Okay,
so I
I'm
can't
sorry. I'm
see
sorry. I
you.
got it carried away.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Action.
Hey, can I come in? It's raining outside.
Yeah, it is raining outside. I can see you dripping your everything on your clothes, everything on my rug.
Yes. And I'm sorry, but I didn't know there should be any problem for me to enter the apartment because it's legally mine.
Well, I can tell you that a lot of things have been going on lately. A lot of things I didn't plan on. What's
Yeah,
going on?
but that doesn't concern me because I have a lease to the apartment and I am entitled to get in right now.
You have a lease on my apartment, and Tony left the apartment for me and my daughter. What is that about? Looks like you're just going to have to take that lease and tear it up. Doesn't look like he did anything good for you. In fact, he dumped on you. He's gone.
No. How about this? I am entitled to this apartment, and so you have to let me. You have to let me in, or I call the police.
You call the police?
I call the police because I'm legally the resident here for the $600 I pay. How much did you pay them?
It doesn't matter how much I pay. I was with Tony. He left me the apartment for my daughter and I. You can't
He
be
left.
here. You
He
gotta
left
be
you
kidding.
the apartment. Do you have any proof of that?
Well, I have all my things here. That's enough proof.
No, that only means you are occupying the apartment without my permission.
No, but I'm staying here. I'm living here. People know me. I've been here. I've been here with this idiot actor.
You've been there. You've been here
I
because
have my belongings.
you've been here because somebody paid for you to be here, but that person doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't matter. I'm going to stay here.
Look,
Please.
wait. Okay. It's raining outside and I'm tired. I'm exhausted. So, I don't want to take legal action against you, but I do have a lawyer acquaintance downtown.
Well, that just sums it up, doesn't it? You just get your lawyer and you try to fight me, okay? No,
Why not?
you know what? I'll tell you what. You buy me 2 tickets to go to California for my daughter and I. And I won't cry rape. How about that?
You are not the only person who can cry rape. This is New York City. It happens equally both ways.
I don't think so. I don't think so. But okay, we
You
can
wanna
get out
try?
of it. I explained it to you. You get me a ticket, you buy me 2 tickets to California, I tear it up, and all is well.
If I can afford another 2 tickets to California, I would do it myself. Okay.
What? Tell me.
I wouldn't spend $600 in a shitty apartment like this. So, okay. You look a little bit on toward the more reasonable side. So let me do this. How about you let me stay and I won't kick you out?
That sounds about right. That sounds logical. I can handle
Yeah.
that. But you're going to
Yeah.
take the small bedroom. So when you bring your stuff in, you take the small bedroom. I get the master bedroom.
I take a small bedroom when I pay for the entire apartment.
Darling, I have my daughter to consider. I'm sorry. It's either that or 2 tickets to California.
Okay. Just let me in now. God, what have I done?
Good. That was funny. Now, we're gonna do the reading of it, but just as a a thought for you guys. Neil Simon writes in a pentameter that is very close, believe it or not, to an own rhythm of Shakespeare.
I know, I was just gonna say Shakespeare.
Yeah, he
Okay.
writes very fast, smart-witted, Jules Pfeiffer kind of.
Clever, like Shakespeare, clever.
Yeah.
Mm.
So when you go in for you guys on this, we're going to do cold read now, but when you go into the break room, I want you to do just a real fast read of it first. Just bam, 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 really, really fast read. Comedy is fast. And these two people are trying to outwit each other. And that's what makes it funny. I mean, the audience feels horrible for both people. And they're both trying to outwit each other. So I need for you guys to do that. We're going to do a cold read now,
Okay.
but when you go in there, just do one time, do a fast read. Okay?
Okay.
Let me take myself off here. All right.
I'm tripping on your drug.
It's been dripped on before.
Look, I'm sorry about this. I didn't know that there were going to be any complications.
Well, there's been a lot of that going around lately.
I don't blame you for being hostile. I think I get the picture. Tony rented me the apartment and split with the money, right? And then you and your daughter got dumped on.
That is your version. My version is that Tony and I amicably ended our relationship. We agreed I would keep the apartment, and and what else? I'm sorry. And your $600 got dumped on. Get the picture?
And very sharp. Sharp? That's very sharp. You're the sharp New York girl, right?
Look at, I've got a daughter in my bed. That tops the lease in your pocket.
Look, I don't want to get legal, Legal happens to be on my side. No, I happen to have a lawyer acquaintance downtown. What I got to do is call this lawyer acquaintance of mine. Wait, what?
An actor, another goddamn actor. I happen to have a lawyer, right out of Streetcar Named Desire. Stanley Kowalski in Summerstock, right?
Wrong. Chicago, in the dead of winter. 3.5 months at Drury Lane Theater.
Ask an actor a question. What does he do? He gives you his credits.
You want to hear the reviews? Elena Garfield brings the Kowalski dimensions that even Brando had not investigated.
You write beautifully. Aren't you a little short to play Stanley?
Nobody noticed I stood on the poker table. What are you? A critic?
No, I love actors, as long as they stay up on the stage where they belong. But you put them down in real life, and the whole world gets screwed up. Well, I've had enough. I am not getting kicked out of the same apartment twice. You want your money back? Go to Naples. You want this apartment? You buy me 2 tickets to California. I will give you 2 minutes to think it over before I cry rape.
Jesus, you're really something, you know that? Really? I'm surprised Tony didn't take a job in the Philippines.
I hope you're thinking, because I'm counting.
Well, will you wait a second? Just hold it. Will you? Hold it.
What kind of deal?
Can we make a deal?
What kind of deal are you going to make?
I don't know. I just got here. Can I have a cup of coffee?
No.
Oh, don't be bashful. Just say what's on your mind, all right? Here's the situation.
I know the situation.
Just let me say it out loud, all right? I don't really believe this myself. Number one, I have a job off Broadway that I have no place to sleep tonight. Number two, you don't have any money, but you've got my apartment. Also, you have a daughter to think about.
I am thinking of her right now.
Do me the courtesy of hearing me out. Please, you are not the only one who can scream rape, you know? We're both in the bind, the two of us. And I think the only practical solution is that we share the apartment.
I accept.
What?
I accept. I may be stubborn, but I'm not stupid.
Mean it?
Good.
No, that's not the end. Oh, that's me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have a daughter who goes to school and I have to start looking for a job. You have a key. I would have to stand guard all day to keep you out. I accept. You win. Get your bags. You get the small bedroom.
What the hell am I getting myself into, huh? See,
So there's some really funny moments there, really good.
Mhm.
So Carolyn,
Yes.
you got to go faster and bigger on, got another actor.
Okay.
You're either involved with actors or fucking dancers. You know, I mean, there's just no hope for you. Um, and I think you can go real big with that. You know, it's just like, oh, not again. Okay.
Okay.
Kenny, when you start to do, wait a second. I mean, you got to get pushy there. I mean, you're opening I think it's King Richard the Third,
yes.
which the director is a gay man, and he makes you do King Richard the Third as a hunchback gay man. I mean, it's the most hysterical performance I think I've ever seen. And Richard Dreyfuss killed it. I mean, this guy, he's her in a male form. I mean, you both have just been given the raw end of sticks. So the beauty of this, I've always felt, is it's like a Jules Pfeiffer cartoon. These two people are very intellectual, they're very smart, they're very talented, and they're stuck. So when she even says, I agree, you're still going, Kenny. All right, that's why I want you to do fast. And then you wait, what? She says, I agree. That's how fast this thing goes. I mean, they are fight, and plus it's rainy. When I say raining, it's not a little bit of rain. It's like torrential. You've got a little overhead. You've got a little duffel bag and your guitar. That's the only things you've come to New York with. You know what I mean? And then when she says she catches you in Streetcar Named Desire, which always cracks me up, you really have to, you really go into giving no, you want it, you've got the review right here, man. They placed you above Brando. I mean, this is Marlon Brando played the role. This is like, come on, nobody beats Brando. So you're really showing off there, And I think that's where you start to like him, Carolyn.
Mm-hmm.
I think that you find him funny at that point. That he's harmless. Okay, so you'll do a speed reading of it.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh, hold on a second.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's it. Okay, so now you guys are doing scenes with someone else. Eamon, who are you doing your scene with? Hold on,
I
Carolyn.
can't remember who it is.
Isn't it
Oh,
Alyssa?
jeez. Oh, yeah, Alyssa.
All right, so Kenneth and Carolyn let Alyssa and Eamon come in.
So,
So improvise it.
uh,
Wow.
This is such a great game, even though I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna root for the visitors because, I like visitors.
Yeah, I know even less about this than you do.
Uh-huh. You also missed my joke, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, visitors,
Yeah, visiting.
right? I just love them.
So, tell me what's been up with you?
What's been up with me? I
Yeah.
mean, nothing. We're just having fun at the hockey game together, right?
Uh,
What's up with you? Yeah, honestly, you seem uncomfortable.
yeah, I guess, well, do you remember some guy? And
I
you know,
remember lots of guys.
well,
Which guy are you talking about?
what you had this sort of nickname or something, finger cuffs.
I honestly cannot remember my nicknames from a million years ago in high school.
Oh, what about Rick Derris?
Oh yeah, I remember him. I mean, I remember people, not my nickname. We hung out all the time with some other guy whose name was like Calhoun or
I thought you didn't have another boyfriend at that time. And then Rick Derris turns out to be your significant other.
significant other. I don't know if I would say he was significant. That was just like one of the other guys I slept with.
So did you go, it was just you and Rick?
I mean, and his friend,
Was it
obviously.
Cobb or something like that?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they were always together, so it was just like a set.
Yeah. So this
What's the big
hanging out
deal? This is a million years ago.
with Rick and yeah, Rick and Cobby.
Did he do something to you recently?
No, not
Mm,
recently. But I just wonder if you've got a thing for him still or Cobby.
no way. I haven't thought about them until you literally mentioned them.
Mm-hmm.
It was literally 10 million years ago.
Yeah.
It's not like every guy I slept with is super important to me today.
Mm-hmm. So they're not important to you. Is that fair?
Totally not. I was experimenting. It's just fun. Don't you have any fun? Didn't you have any fun in high school?
Oh, yes. Fun is great. When you're building something, making something out of your life, fun is great.
Oh, okay. So
But when
you're judging me basically for sleeping around. I thought we were not supposed to slut shame people anymore.
oh, I'm not into slut shaming. But
What is this
when
right
I,
now?
me being hurt,
Hurt by something I did before we were dating when we were in high school.
yeah, I didn't like to hear it through the grapevine, but I heard it's like you
Oh,
were,
because you're entitled to a report on everything I did in high school. This definitely seems more like judgment than just being hurt.
well,
Just because I experimented in high school.
I just don't know how I feel about you. I just don't know how I feel. This is all tough.
Well, you should probably think about how you feel about me and not how you feel about some shit that happened in high school.
Yeah.
But honestly, like right now, you're pissing me off. So I'm not feeling good about you.
Oh, wow. I mean,
I mean, you just like came at this all, trying to be sly. Oh yeah, because you want to know my whole history, but without really asking for it. I mean, in public too. The people next to us are totally listening to this conversation. Thanks.
Well, let them. There's a fight breaking out on the rink. Maybe they can find some better entertainment with them. I mean, aren't you concerned that these two guys used you?
They used me more like I used them.
What do you mean?
They weren't forcing me. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't want to. Like I said, I was experimenting.
Experimenting. Wow. Is that what this is all about? All the fucking we do? It's just experiments. Should
Well, until this moment, I actually really liked you. Shouldn't you just be happy with that?
I want us to be something more than just happy.
More than happy? Unreasonably high standard.
Yeah.
What are you getting? What are you trying to get?
Good thing I'm not reading any romance novels. God.
Oh yeah, clearly.
God, Jane
Yeah, you're
Austen.
not holding this to a romance fantasy.
Oh my gosh.
I don't
Okay,
want someone who's trying to make me fit into a mold.
I think that you got them now. So, let's do a cold read.
Okay.
Okay. Since most of these people are rooting for the home team, I'm going to cheer for the visitors. I'm a big visitors fan, especially the kind that make you coffee in the morning before they go. That was a joke. Little wacky wordplay.
What do you mean visitors?
Was I being too obscure? The kind that until recently had no dicks and would spend the night.
So that was until recently?
Yeah. Hey, foul! Foul! He was traveling or something.
So nobody but me has stayed the night at your place since we got together?
Something on your mind, Holden?
No, I was just wondering.
If I've been faithful or something.
Look, I was just asking.
Oh, sweetie, I only have eyes for you. Call that fucking shit ref. That guy on the skates totally shoved one of my guys. I told you I was going to be great at sporting events. Imagine what a bitch I could be if I knew what was going on.
Ah,
That'd make Banksy half right.
About what?
He said all the girls from the north were bitches and sluts.
Really? I'm sorry. You two left high school how many years ago? Can I put some of my books in your locker?
About your yearbook.
If you don't start using that whistle, I'm going to jam it straight up your ass. Right?
What's with finger cuffs?
Finger cuffs?
Yeah, in your senior yearbook, your nickname was Finger Cups. What is that?
It was. Damned if I can remember. I'd look it up, but I threw all that shit out years ago. Where do you even see a North yearbook?
Do you know a guy named Rick Darris?
Rick Darris? Sure. We used to hang out in high school. Number 12.
Do you go out with him or something?
Hate Rick Darris? No. We just hung out a lot.
Just you and Rick?
No. Me, Rick, and what's the other guy's name?
Cohee?
Yeah, Cohee London. God, I haven't thought about that name in years. I remember those guys would come over almost every day after school. They'd bug my sisters, look for porno tapes in my dad's closet, raid our fridge. They really took advantage of my parents never being home. This one day, Rick pulled out his dick and chased me around the house with it, right in front of Cohee. I couldn't believe it. Guys are so weird. I thought the whole size hang up made you all terrified to show your dicks to each other.
Rick pulled his dick out? Really? But what did you do?
I blew him while Cohee fucked me.
Excuse me?
That's what you wanted to hear, isn't it? Isn't that what this little cross-examination of yours is about? We'll try not to be so obvious about it next time. There are subtler ways of badgering a witness. Am I right? If you wanted some background information on me, all you had to do was ask. I'd have gladly volunteered it. You didn't have to play Hercule fucking Poirot.
So it's true.
Is that what you want to hear? Is it? Yes, Holden, it's true. In fact, everything you heard or dug up on me was probably true. Yeah, I took on 2 guys at once. You want to hear some gems you have not unearthed? I took a 26-year-old guy to my senior prom and then left halfway through to have sex with him and Gwen Turner in the back of a limo. And the girl who got caught in the shower with Miss Moffat, the gym teacher, that was me. Or how about college when I left Shannon Hamilton videotape us having sex, only to find out the next day he broadcasted on the campus cable station. They're all true. Those and so many more. Didn't you know? I'm the queen of urban legend.
How the hell could you do those things?
Easily. Some of it I did out of stupidity. Some of it I did out of what I thought was love, but good or bad, they were my choices, and I'm not making apologies for them now, not to you or anyone. And how dare you try to lay a guilt trip on me about it? In public, no less. Who the fuck do you think you are, you judgmental prick?
How am I supposed to feel about all of this?
How are you supposed to feel about it? Feel whatever the fuck you want about it. The only thing that really matters is how you feel about me.
I don't know how I feel about you now.
Why? Because I had some sex?
Some sex?
Yes, Holden, that's all it was. Some sex. Most of it stupid high school sex, for Christ's sake. Like you never had sex in high school.
There's a world of fucking difference between typical high school sex and getting fucked by 2 guys at the same time. They fucking used you.
No, I used them. You don't think I would have let it happen if I hadn't wanted it to, do you? I was an experimental girl, for Christ's sake. Maybe you knew early on that your track was from point A to B, but unlike you, I wasn't given a fucking map at birth, so I tried it all. That is until we, that's you and I, got together, and suddenly I was sated. Can't you take some fucking comfort in that? You turned out to be all I was ever looking for, the missing piece in the big fucking puzzle. Look, I'm sorry I let you believe you were the only guy I'd ever been with. I should have been more honest, but it seemed to make you feel special in a way that me telling you over and over again how incredible you are would never get across. Do you mean to tell me that while you have zero problem with me sleeping with half the women in New York City, you still have some sort of half-assed, mealy-mouthed objection to pubescent antics that took place almost 10 years ago? What the fuck is your problem?
I want us to be something that we can't be.
And what's that?
A normal couple.
Interesting. Good girl, Alyssa. This wasn't easy for you to do. And yet
Thanks.
I
Yeah,
found,
this is very well. I
and
was
yet
like,
I
"Ah."
found you were enjoying it. Because
It
it
was.
was, it
She's
isn't a
very
typical.
spunky.
Yeah, I was really proud of you there. That's something that I would never normally have thought you could have done, and you fooled me. You did it beautifully.
Oh, thank you.
Really well done. And Eamon, I really liked you getting it just was beyond your imagination, beyond anything you could think of. Just a couple of things. Alyssa, when you realize he doesn't get it, I think you should have more fun saying, yes, it's true. I mean, you just got through giving him a great, I love visitors, especially visitors who make me coffee in the morning. Get the hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. The guy doesn't get it. He's, he's upset about what he's heard, yet he made beautiful love last night and was very loving. And now suddenly today he's judging. Terrible thing for any man and woman to go through. Eamon, pause on, because you think you've got her. Oh, do you know Rick Darris?
Okay.
I think it's the beginning of then getting her pissed or upset and you upset. It's like, aha, you know, Rick Darris. You know, Alyssa doesn't want to talk about it. She's being very nice about the fact that she doesn't want to talk about it. And yet you have to take it a beat further with Sherlock Holmes. Aha! But do you know Rick Darris? So then, Alyssa, when you come to the back where he pulled his dick out, I thought you said he pulled a stick out and chased us around the room. So you got to make sure. And I think you're doing it to really see how bothered you can get him. So what did you do? And Eamon, you've got to be really curious at that point. Anybody would be, what did you do? Well, I fucked him, you know, well, what? I think that, you know, for you, that's it. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I love her, but she's too wild for me. Do you know what I mean? I need to see reactions there from both of you. Okay? So we haven't
Okay.
co-read it yet, have we?
We
No,
just
that was
finished.
Huh?
We just
that was
finished reading it.
So when you go and work on those areas, okay?
Okay.
What I need to know, Eamon, why is it so important? How old are you, do you think, at this time?
Um,
30
late
something?
20s,
Yeah, maybe even 30.
close
And
to it.
yeah, Alyssa, you too.
yeah.
So why would it even matter at this time and date?
I've become very self-centered, maybe a
Maybe,
pseudo prude.
maybe not. Maybe you're just very smitten with her, Eamon.
Hmm.
And you know, that makes us do really weird stuff when we really find ourselves. She says, I recall distinctly, Alyssa said, what else can I do? I've told you how great you are, how wonderful I feel around you, and you still don't believe me.
Mm.
So obviously you're a man who's got some problem there in not believing in himself. Okay. All right, so let's bring up Pauline and Andy. Here we go.
Okay.
Let's
We're improvising.
improvise it first, Pauline.
Okay. Come on, even I'm not that hard on myself.
No, it's just I got the job by fluke. You know, like what happened was I was doing sports, and then the newspaper comes out with a story, untrue story, that I'm leaving, and then they get all of this protest mail. So they make me an anchor.
So great, right?
No, it's not that. It's I'm not really good at being an anchor.
How are you at back rubs? It's sort of normal the way you feel. In graduate school, everyone thought the only mistake the admission committee made was letting them in.
It's not for lack of confidence. I mean, I'm not bad at making contact with people. It's just, yeah, I'm not saying this because I'm hard on myself. I'm just saying I stink at it.
I trust you.
So what do you think I should do? I mean, I only have almost 1 year of school.
What about the obvious thing to do?
What's that?
doing what you wanted to do.
I mean, I do like sports, but at the station, all they cover is hockey. And I'm just not a big hockey person.
So why don't you change that?
The thing is, I'm making a fortune.
I don't know. It's really hard for me to help you if you're just this negative about everything.
What do you mean negative about everything?
While you're settling, you're making a lot of money, you're not believing in yourself, you're not doing what you want to do. You're not putting any action to your words. Do you think you're settling?
Settling? What do you mean settling? I mean,
I mean, you don't want to make changes to your life because you make enough money.
what would you do in my situation?
I would get up off my ass and get the job that I want and go get trained for it. I mean, I'm sorry if that's the hard truth.
Whoa. Maybe this was a mistake.
Don't leave.
I don't know. I just don't like the way you're talking to me. And it's not just because I think you're right.
Okay. Andy, do you think she is right?
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
I know you're only improvising, but I think I take a breath there, and actually, agree with her. Um, I think the two of you need to do a little bit of a before life when I put you guys, after you do the cold read, after I put you guys in the breakout room, because I do think you've had some drinks.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think you're in the hotel room and maybe pour one for him and put it down in toast. You know. And Andy maybe would help you to say, getting back to what I was saying, And now you're a
Right.
little tipsy. All right, let's have you cold read it.
Okay. Come on, even I'm not that hard on myself.
No, I really got this job on a fluke. And wait till you hear where it ends up. I was doing sports at the station. And then the newspaper ran this untrue story that I was leaving. And they got all of these tons of protest mail. So they made me an anchor.
That's so great, right?
Except I'm no good at what I'm being a success at.
So how are you at back rubs? I mean, it's sort of normal the way you feel. When I was in graduate school, everyone thought the only mistake the admission committees made was letting them in. What? Yeah.
Listen to me. You keep thinking I'm somebody who lacks confidence. That's not it. I know I can talk enough. I know I can talk well enough, and I'm not bad at making contact with people. But I don't like the feeling that I'm pretending to be a reporter. And half the time, I don't really get the news I'm talking about. It isn't that I'm down on myself. Trust me, I stink.
I trust you.
I didn't even have the chance to get really good at sports. I wasn't bad. I thought I was starting to do interesting features, but hockey is big at the station, and I'm not really much of a
What
hockey
about
fan.
the obvious remedy? Reversing things? Why don't you get a job at the newspaper?
I don't write. But that didn't stop me from sending out audition tapes to bigger stations and networks.
Well, come on. It's your life. Nobody's tying you to the fast tracked. Did you go to college?
1 year. Almost 1 year.
So you're not well educated and you have almost no experience and you can't write.
Mm-hmm. And I'm making a fortune.
It's hard for me to advise you since you personify something that I truly think is dangerous.
Huh.
But I agree with you. You're not qualified, so get qualified. You can insist on being better prepared. You don't have to leave it at, I don't write. I'm not schooled. I don't understand the news I'm reading. But at least I'm upset at it, folks.
Okay, well, this was a mistake.
Just, what do you want from me anyway? Permission to be fake? Stop whining and do something about it. You don't have to do that right now.
I hated the way you talked to me just now. And it wasn't just because you were right.
Good. Andy, that was good. Andy, you got what I was saying. That was really nice. I really like that. So, okay. I think in a way, Andy, I think that you should be laughing or think it's funny. I actually got it on a fluke. To me,
Yeah,
that represents an artist. I mean, because real artists always feel when it happens as fast as it happened for you, that you're not worthy of it. Does that make sense?
yeah.
And so you don't trust the higher ups who looked at you and saw all the people that said they were going to miss you if you left the spot that you were in. Whether you understood it or not, they just really liked you. And I think that's what you're trying to say to her, because it didn't stop you from getting all the big. This is a huge station. This is not a tiny little station that you're doing the broadcast news. This is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, like Chicago or even New York. It's huge. It's huge. And what you're beginning to feel now is that you're going to be found out. So I think that both of you need to start with that drink, which Pauline, you did. And I think Andy, hit the glasses together, swallow it down. I think you're showing off a little bit at the beginning when you say, it's a fluke. They got so much protest mail. I think you think it's kind of fun. You're showing off a little bit. Pauline.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and also, Andy, I think then you need to change. I'm sorry, Pauline. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Then I think for you to change your beat. I don't like pretending I'm a field reporter. And I really think you've got to take a moment there and say, I don't understand even some of the things I'm reporting. That is the genuine horror that you're experiencing right now. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
you don't even know what you're talking about. Now, Pauline,
Mhm.
so now you got to sit back and take that. This is the worst thing you have ever heard. You expected him to come up, you'd have a little drink, it's newscasters are all over the hotel meeting, and you've had a crush on him. He's the top newscaster, and so are you. And you're going to seduce him, believe it or not. That's why you say, oh, you could care less about what he's chatting about. How good are you at back rubs? And Andy, your reaction was really good that time. It was kind of like, huh? Where is that coming from? Pauline, can you lower your camera a little bit because I'm only seeing a little section of you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go. When you start, when you say to him, why don't you take a job as a reporter? And he says he can't write, I think that pisses you off. I think you went 4 years to journalism. I think you spent another 2 years in broadcast school. I think you have struggled like most women and clawed your way to the very top. And before this moment, you have really respected him and you have a crush on him. And now you can't believe he's telling you this. And you must get disdain. Do you know what I mean by disdain in your voice? Like you're looking down on him.
Okay.
Because you are. He hasn't even had 1 year of school. You've gone through at least 6. I mean, are you joking?
Yeah.
You little whiner, get that blank out of here. But wait, don't go till we screw. It's a feeling because this is, that's what you were expecting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So, hit him with it, Pauline. Hit him hard. That'll help Andy get to the place where he really needs to get, All right, everybody come back. I'm going to put you in breakout rooms. Okay. So in room 1, I'm going to put, let me see. Room 1, I should put, Andy, Olivia, and who's the other person?
Me.
Maybe.
Huh?
Pauline.
Paige, are you in that one?
Pauline.
Oh, Pauline. So room 1, Andy, Pauline, and Olivia. All right. Room 2 is going to be Eamon, Paige, and Alyssa. And room 3 is going to be Carolyn and Kenneth. So before I open the rooms, you guys, I'm going to give you a little bit longer because 2 guys are doing, a scene with 2 different people. Any questions before I open Zill rooms? So it's 9:17, so I'll probably come back at 9:35. This will give you about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Open the rooms, they're open. Go to the rooms I put you in. Olivia, you're in room 1. Carolyn, room 3. Paige, you haven't joined yet. You're in room 2.
Awesome.
Hello.
Hello again. We are ready to rock and roll.
Do you have your animal for tomorrow night, Olivia?
I do. I was just talking about them, funny enough. I was like, I think I'm gonna go for a monkey.
Ooh, I love my monkeys. In Native Americans say we have two animals that don't like each other, that are part of us. And one of my animals is a monkey and the other part is a swan. So whenever the swan thinks she's really beautiful and looking good, the monkey just, sit up.
That's funny.
It is. Who are we missing? Paige, come back. There you
Yeah.
are.
Why am I not here?
Who wants to go first? Oh, put Kenneth on first because he's already yawning.
Okay,
All right.
up you
And
go.
Ken and what? Alyssa? Who is it?
And Carolyn.
Ken and who?
Carolyn.
Carolyn. Carolyn.
Don't tell me.
Oh God, is Carolyn doing a Kenny? Well,
Oh,
didn't you
where is
also
she?
didn't you also work with who was the other person you worked with?
No, I only work with her.
No, you didn't. You worked with two people.
No, that I think that's Andy. Or
What? Oh, okay.
let me see. Where is she?
There's Paige. Paige, who are you working with? Oh. Paige,
I'm working with oh my God. Hello. Eamon.
Eamon, come on up. Kenneth, get up.
Sorry.
Sorry, Kenneth. We can't find Carolyn. All right, here we go, kid.
Sorry,
Oh.
Eamon. I have a concussion, so
Oh,
you
okay.
have to excuse me.
You have a
So, okay,
concussion?
clerk, you
I have a
know,
double concussion actually.
why? What happened to you?
Dancing. I got
Oh.
kicked in the back of the neck and then
Oh,
I sprained in my neck.
Has it
Um,
gotten
hey,
better?
And I've
Has it gotten better, Paige?
a little bit. It kind of is. It's been a couple months and it's like today was really bad. My short-term memory and stuff. So if I and my words sometimes get like jumbled, so I apologize.
Oh,
okay,
God. Can I use
that's
that
fine.
excuse?
Huh?
Maybe can I have a concussion too, Eamon.
Yeah, let's just all use that. I swear I'm not.
Oh, Carolyn, what's wrong? What's Carolyn? What can't you do? I'm here. My video and audio are cross. See if you can remove my cross in video and audio.
I
What?
too had a weird thing come up saying that my internet was not very strong. Something was going on with it. It was very strange.
I don't know what you're talking about. Why don't you just re-sign in?
You want it? Should we start?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Shall we start? Okay.
Um, you're just gonna lock the store like that?
I want to talk to you about something and I don't want to be disturbed.
You saw it.
Very dramatic, I thought.
It's not what you think.
What? It's worse? You're pregnant with an Asian design major's child?
I'm not pregnant.
Are you going to tell me or just send an invitation?
I was going to tell you, but then we were getting along so well and I didn't want to mess it up.
Could have broken to me gently, you know? At least started by telling me you had a boyfriend. I told you I had a girlfriend.
I know, I'm sorry. But when we started talking, it's like I forgot that I had a boyfriend and then he proposed last month.
And you said yes?
Well, kind of, sort of.
Is that what they teach you at that school of yours? Kind of, sort of? Everybody knows about this except me. Do you know how humiliating that is?
Okay, I would have told you and you would have stopped calling like a baby.
How do you know that?
Because I know you. You prefer drastic measures to rational ones.
So you're really getting married?
No.
No, you're not really getting married?
Okay, the story goes like this, okay? He proposed, and I told him that I wanted to think about it, and he insisted I wear the ring anyway. Then my mother told the paper we were engaged,
How like her.
right? And then my mother called me this morning and she told me that the announcement was in the paper. And that's when I hopped on the train to come back here. I knew you'd be a wreck.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Well, was I right?
Wreck is a harsh term. Disturbed is more likely. More like it. Mildly disturbed, even.
Oh, I love macho facade. It's such a turn on. What smells like shoe polish?
And you came here to what? Comfort me?
Uh, Hang on. Totally just lost my. Sorry. Damn it. This went away. Ah! Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, computers. The last thing I need was for you to think that I was hiding something from you.
But you weren't.
No, I wasn't. Not really. I mean, I told you I had been seeing other people.
Yeah, but not seriously. Christ, you're ready to walk down the aisle. I'd say that constitutes something more than just seeing somebody.
I'm giving him his ring back.
What?
Yeah. I don't want to marry him. I don't want to get married at all. Not now. I mean, I'm on the verge of graduation. I want to go to graduate school. And then I want to start a career. I don't want to be a wife first and then try and fit in all the other stuff.
Hmm.
I've come way too far and studied way too hard to give it all up. I mean, I don't want to just be a wasted housewife. And I know that's what I'd become. Sang's already signed with a major firm, and he's going to be pulling a huge salary, which would give me no reason to work. And he's so traditional in that way.
Saying his name is past tense?
He's nice.
If he's so nice, why aren't you going to marry him?
I just told you.
There's more, isn't there?
Why, Mr. Hicks? Whatever do you mean?
Tell me I don't have something to do with it.
You don't have anything to do with it.
You lie.
You are so full of yourself.
I just believe in giving credit where credit is due, and I believe that I'm the impetus behind your failure to wed.
If I'm so nuts about you, then why am I having sex with an Asian design major?
Jesus, you're caustic.
Well, I had to bring you down from that cloud you were floating on. When I say I don't want to get married, I mean just that. I don't want to get married to anybody. Not for years.
So who's asking? I don't want to marry you.
Good, stay in that mindset.
But can we date?
I'm sure Sang and Veronica would love that.
Yeah, we could introduce them. They might hit it off.
You're serious. You want to date again?
I'd like to be your boyfriend, yes.
Come on, it's just the shock of not seeing me after 3 years. Believe me, it'll wear off.
Give him a bit more credit. I think it's time we get back together, you know? I'm more mature. You're more mature. You're finishing college. I'm already in the job market.
Yeah, you work in a market.
Yeah, right. That's cute. Tell me you wouldn't want to go out again after all the talking we've been doing.
The key here, that the key word was talk. Dante, I think the idea or the conception of us dating is more idyllic than what actually happens when we are dating.
So what? So should we just make pretend over the phone that we're dating?
I don't know. Maybe we just see what happens.
Let me take you out tonight.
You mean on a date?
Yeah, real date. Dinner and a movie.
The Dante Hicks dinner and a movie. I remember that date.
You have
I've
better
been on that one before.
better suggestion?
How about the Caitlin Bree walk on the boardwalk? Then get naked somewhere?
I hear that's a rather popular date.
Jerk. Here I am throwing myself at you, succumbing to your wily charms. And you call me a slut in so many words.
What about sing?
Sang.
Sang.
He's not invited.
He's your fiance.
I offer you my body, and you offer me semantics. He's just a boyfriend. Dante, in case you haven't gotten the drift of why I came all the way over here on the train from Ohio, I'm about to become single again. And yes, let me placate your ego. You are the inspiration for this. Bold and momentous decision for which I'll probably be ostracized by both school and home. You asked me who I'd choose, and it's you.
So what are you saying?
You are such an asshole.
I'm only kidding.
I can already tell this isn't going to work.
I'll ask Randall to close up for me when he gets back.
Where'd he go? I thought he'd be up at your side like an obedient lapdog.
Yeah, he went to rent a movie, but he hasn't gotten back yet. Ah, screw it. I'll just log up the store and leave him a note.
Oh, you're just too responsible. But no, I have to go home first, honestly. They don't even know I left school. And I should break the disengagement before the news gets to my mother, which is going to cause quite a row, considering how much she loves saying.
Who doesn't?
Well, me, I guess. So I shall take my leave of you, but I will return in a little while, at which time, yes, I would love to go for dinner and see a movie with you.
What happened to the walk on the nakedness?
I'm easy, but I'm not that easy. See you later, handsome.
Yes!
Very cute. Good work, both of you. Good
Yeah.
work. That was cute, Eamon. You're cute when you're in love. And Paige, you
It's
played
sweet.
that very well. She's quirky, just like
Sorry,
you.
I had the teleprompter going and it just disappeared. I'm like, oh, pages.
That's why I say always have your pages there just in case.
They were here. It just took me a while to figure out where the page was on 5 pages later.
Yeah,
Well, that was the whole thing.
I don't think you have to ever say you're sorry. You know, just look for it. Come right back in.
Well, took me a little longer than I thought, but
No, I
thank
think
you
you
for
did a
waiting.
great job. I think you both did a really cute job.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun. Thanks, Eamon.
All right, I gotta go. Next. Carolyn, I know you're back. Grab Kenny while he's still awake. Wild hairdo, Kenneth.
Yeah, I'm here.
Come back.
Is Carolyn back?
Carolyn, I know you're there because I let you in.
Ah,
And oh, everybody's having problems with their
You can force unmute her and you can turn her camera and her video on.
Can you see me? You can see me.
No.
Oh, can you
Yes.
hear me? You can hear me now.
Yes, but you started to come on. Here you are.
Oh,
There
here
you
I
are.
am. I don't know what happened, but I was like, I had no power. When I say I was crossed out, you know, it has the line, the red line again. I
You
don't know
know,
what happened.
that happened, Paige was saying she was.
I'm here. That's what's important. Okay.
Yeah, Paige was having a hard time too.
Well,
So
okay. I'm going to minimize my screen and get my script. So pray that I can do this. Okay. I'm sorry. Kenny, I'm so sorry. Okay, here we are. It's okay. Can you see me?
Yes.
yes,
Okay,
Carolyn,
good. Yay, and I see Kenny.
Good.
Wonderful. Oh my God.
here we go.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I'm tripping on your rug.
It's been dripped on before.
Look, I'm sorry about this. I didn't know that there were going to be any complications.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of that lately.
I don't blame you for being hostile. I think I got the picture. Tony rented me the apartment and split with the money, right? And then you and your daughter got dumped on?
That is your version. My version is that Tony and I amicably parted, or we agreed to part. We agreed I would keep the apartment, and you would take your $600 and got dumped on. Get the picture?
Very sharp. Sharp? That's very sharp. You're a sharp New York girl, right?
No, I'm a dull Cincinnati kid. But you get dumped on enough, you start to develop an edge.
Okay. So what's the deal, huh? I mean, I got a lease here in my pocket. You're gonna honor it or what?
I got a daughter in bed. That tops a lease in your pocket.
Look, I don't want to get legal. You know, legal happens to be on my side. Now, I happen to have a lawyer acquaintance downtown. All I got to do is call this lawyer acquaintance of mine.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
An actor, another goddamn actor. I'm sorry. I happen to have a lawyer acquaintance right out of Streetcar Named Desire. Stanley Kowalski in Summerstock, right?
Wrong. Chicago in The Deal of Winter. 3.5 months at the Drury Lane Theater.
Ask an actor a question, he gives you his credits.
You want to hear the reviews? Elliot Garfield brings to Kowalski dimensions that even Brandel have not investigated.
Terrific, you write beautifully. Aren't you a little short for Stanley?
Nobody noticed I stood on the poker table. What are you, a critic?
No, I love actors, as long as they stay on the stage where they belong. But put them in the real life situation and the whole world gets screwed up. Well, I've had enough. I'm not getting kicked out of this lousy apartment twice. You want your money back? Go to Naples. You want the apartment? You buy me 2 tickets to California. I will give you 2 minutes to think it over before I yell rape.
Jesus. You're really something, you know that? Really. I'm surprised Tony didn't take a job in the Philippines.
I hope you're thinking because I haven't stopped counting.
Will you wait a second? Just hold it. Will you? Hold it. Can we make a deal?
What kind of deal?
I don't know. I just got here. Can I have a cup of coffee?
No.
Okay. Don't be bashful. Just say what's on your mind. All right? Here's the situation.
I know the situation.
Just let me say it out loud. All right. I don't really believe in this myself. Number one, I have a job off Broadway, but I have no place to sleep tonight. Number two, you don't have my money. And you've got my apartment. Also, you've got a daughter to think about.
I'm thinking of her right now.
Do me the courtesy of hearing me out. Please. You're not the only one who can scream rape, you know? We're both in a bind. The two of us. And I think the only practical solution is that we share the apartment.
I accept.
What?
I accept. I may be stubborn, but I'm not stupid.
Mean it?
I have a daughter who goes to school and I have to start looking for a job. You have a key. I would have to guard this apartment all day to keep you away. I accept. You win. Get your bags. You get the small bedroom.
What the hell am I getting myself into, huh?
That
scene.
was really good. Carolyn, I loved how you brought her to life. You know, you really did bring her to life for me. And Kenny, this is the fastest I've ever seen you go.
Oh,
No, could you see how the comedy really worked when it was fast?
uh-huh, yes.
That's it. I would always do a speed reading when it's comedy. Did you do
Okay.
a speed read? Because it felt like you did.
Uh,
I thought it was extremely good. I really enjoyed both of your work.
wow.
Did you feel
Mhm.
good about it?
Mm-hmm.
Simon ain't easy, baby.
Thank God I came back. Oh my God. Oh,
You can't fuck up on, you can easily fuck up on Neil Summit, because if you don't do the rhythm, you don't get the jokes.
interesting.
You know, it was very good. Made me laugh out loud a couple of times there.
Huh.
All right, good work, guys.
Thank you, Kenny.
Thank you.
All right, my next two. Andy.
I guess I'll go
Olivia.
next. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Come on. Even I'm not that hard on myself.
No, I really got this job on a fluke. And wait till you hear where it goes. I was doing sports at the station. The newspaper ran this untrue story that I was leaving, and they got all these tons of protest mail. So they made me an anchor.
So great, right?
Except I'm no good at what I'm being a success at.
Oh, how are you at back rubs? It's sort of normal, the way you feel. In graduate school, everyone thought the only mistake the admissions committee made was letting them in.
Listen to me. You keep thinking of somebody who lacks confidence. That's not it. I know I can talk well enough, and I'm not bad at making contact with people. But I don't like the feeling that I'm pretending to be a reporter. And half the time, I don't really get the news I'm talking about. It isn't that I'm down on myself. Trust me, I stink.
I trust you.
I didn't even have the chance to get really good at sports. I wasn't bad. I thought I was starting to do interesting features, but hockey is big at the station, and I am.
Wait, what about the obvious remedy? Reverse things. Maybe getting a job on a newspaper.
I don't write. But that didn't stop me from sending audition tapes to bigger stations and the networks, so.
Well, come on. It is your life. Nobody's tying you to the fast tracks. Did you go to college?
1 year? Almost 1 year.
Oh, so you're not that well educated. You have almost no experience and you can't write?
And I'm making a fortune.
Well, it's hard for me to advise you since you personify something I truly think is dangerous.
Uh-huh.
I agree with you. You are not qualified. So get qualified. You can insist on being better prepared. You don't have to leave it at, I don't write. I'm not schooled. I don't understand the news I'm reading. But at least I'm upset about it, folks.
Whoa. This was a mistake.
Just what do you want from me anyway? Permission to be a fake? Stop whining and do something about it. Well, you don't have to start right now.
I hated the way you talked to me just now. And it wasn't just because you were right.
Really good. Just so you know, when you go to watch yourself tonight, Olivia, for 1 second you froze.
Okay.
It was just a second, but I just wanted you to know that. Did
Okay.
really good. You did really good. I'm going to give you a hint though about something that I think is very superficial and nothing for you to worry about. But I don't think I'd wear the nose ring or the earrings when I audition.
Oh, I don't. When I do real auditions, I take it. I don't wear any jewelry.
Okay, only because the earrings became very distracting to me.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I've had them in all day.
Well, they look great. I mean, I think they're beautiful earrings, but I just, I'd rather concentrate on your face and your eyes.
Yeah, when I do self tapes, I actually have a whole studio set up here that I do with backdrop lights and no jewelry.
Good. This was very good. You took a chance when you turned your back. I would suggest that you'd go, how good? Well, are you good at back rubs? Just a little bit. Because the minute you turn your back, you lose your audience.
Okay.
The minute you go like this, it's kind of too much. But well, how are you back?
Okay.
There? Because you were real sexy, and I want to see that she's trying to be sexy there. That's all. I thought both you and Andy had a lot of charisma together. Andy, I really enjoyed your take on things. I think you took all my notes really well, Andy, and you did too, Olivia.
Yeah,
Did
they're
great.
helpful.
Yeah, you really did. And Olivia, for first class, you were really wonderful. So welcome. And Andy, you were great as usual. Okay, you're doing a scene with somebody else, Andy, right?
Same scene with Pauline.
Okay, so Pauline, why don't you come in? And
I
then
think
we
she had
have
to leave.
Huh?
I think she had to leave.
Pauline had to leave?
I
What?
mean, yeah, she's not here. And yeah, she told me she had to drop off.
Why didn't she tell me she had to be up early?
I don't know.
Would you suggest to her that when she has like a big meeting in the morning or something, that she can go first?
Yeah, I'll tell her.
Would you? Yeah, I feel really bad. So let's see your scene, Alyssa.
Okay.
Sorry. Andy. Hello, I'm doing your scene with you. Hold
Where's
on.
Eamon? There he is.
Let me just get that over.
Please tell her, Alyssa. I feel so bad about that. She should say something to me.
Yeah, she was probably just shy, but I'll tell her to speak up.
Yeah.
Do you have it, Eamon?
Yeah, I've got my side ready.
Okay, ready. Since most of these people are rooting for the home team, I'm going to cheer for the visitors. I'm a big visitors fan, especially the kind that make coffee for you in the morning before they go. That was a joke. A little wacky wordplay.
What do you mean, visitors?
Was I being too obscure? The kind that, until recently, had no dicks and would spend the night.
So that was until recently.
Yeah. Hey, foul, foul. He was traveling or something.
So nobody but me has stayed the night at your place since we got together?
Something on your mind, Holden?
No, I was just wondering.
If I've been faithful or something?
Look, I was just asking.
Oh, sweetie, I only have eyes for you. Call that fucking shit, ref. The guy on the skates totally shoved one of my guys. I told you I was great at sporting events. Imagine what a bitch I would be if I knew what was going on.
That'd make Banky half right.
About what?
He said all the girls from North were bitches and sluts.
Really? I'm sorry. You two left high school how many years ago? Can I put some of my books in your locker?
How about your yearbook?
If you don't start using that whistle, I'm gonna jam it straight up your ass, right?
What's with finger cuffs?
Finger cuffs.
Yeah, in your senior yearbook, your nickname was Finger Cuffs. Why is that?
It was? Shit, damned if I can remember. I'd look it up, but I threw all that shit out years ago. Where do you see a North yearbook?
Do you know a guy named Rick Darris?
Rick Darris? Sure. We used to hang out in high school. Punch him in the neck, number 12.
Did you go out with him or something?
Date Rick Darris? No. We just hung out a lot.
Just you and Rick?
No, me, Rick, and what's that guy's name?
Kohi?
Yeah, Kohi London. God, I haven't thought about that name in years. I remember those guys would come over almost every day after school. They'd bug my sisters, look for porno tapes in my dad's closet, raid our fridge. They really took advantage of my parents never being home. This one day, Rick pulled out his dick and chased me around the house with it, right in front of Kohi. I couldn't believe it. Guys are weird. I thought the whole size hang-up made you all terrified to show your dicks to each other.
Rick pulled his dick out? Really? What did you do?
I blew him while Kohi fucked me.
Excuse me?
That's what you wanted to hear, isn't it? Isn't that what this little cross-examination of yours is about? Well, try not to be so obvious about it next time. There are subtler ways of badgering a witness. Am I right? If you wanted some background information on me, all you had to do was ask. I'd have gladly volunteered it. You didn't have to play Hercule fucking Poirot.
So it's true.
Is that what you want to hear? Is it? Yes, Holden, it's true. In fact, everything you heard or dug up on me was probably true. Yeah, I took on 2 guys at once. You want to hear some gems you might not have unearthed? I took a 26-year-old guy to my senior prom and then left halfway through to have sex with him and Gwen Turner in the back of a limo. And the girl who got caught in the shower with Miss Moffat, the gym teacher, that was me. Or how about college when I let Shannon Hamilton videotape us having sex, only to find out the next day that he broadcasted on the campus cable station? They're all true. Those and so many more. Didn't you know? I'm the queen of urban legend.
How the hell could you do those things?
Easily. Some of it I did out of stupidity. Some of it I did out of what I thought was love. But good or bad, they were my choices. And I'm not making apologies for them now, not to you or anyone. And how dare you try to lay a guilt trip on me about it? In public, no less. Who the fuck do you think you are, you judgmental prick?
How am I supposed to feel about all of this?
How are you supposed to feel about it? Feel whatever the fuck you want about it. The only thing that really matters is how you feel about me.
I don't know how I feel about you now.
Why? Because I had some sex?
Some sex?
Yes, Holden, that's all it was, some sex. Most of it's stupid high school sex, for Christ's sake. Like you never had sex in high school.
There's a world of fucking difference between typical high school sex and getting fucked by 2 guys at the same time. That they fucking used you.
No, I used them. You don't think I would have let it happen if I hadn't wanted it to, do you? I was an experimental girl, for Christ's sake. Maybe you knew early on what your track was from point A to point B, but unlike you, I wasn't given a fucking map at birth, so I tried it all. That is, until we, that's you and I, got together, and suddenly I was sated. Can't you take some fucking comfort in that? You turned out to be all I was ever looking for, the missing puzzle piece in the big fucking puzzle. Look, I'm sorry I let you believe that you were the only guy I'd ever been with. I should have been more honest. but it seemed to make you feel special in a way that me telling you over and over again how incredible you are would never get across. Do you mean to tell me that while you have zero problem with me sleeping with half the women in New York City, you have some sort of half-assed mealy-mouthed objection to pubescent antics that took place almost 10 years ago? What the fuck is your problem?
I want us to be something that we can't be.
Oh, what is that?
A normal couple.
Interesting. That was a real good scene for you, Alyssa. And really good for you, Eamon, because you listened very well. You know, and that's all part of acting is listening, really, listening to someone. And Alyssa, boy, you just came out of your shy shell, didn't you?
You did.
It was a big thing for you to do. And you did it really well. And, I didn't feel there was any shame there, that's what you did and you did it whether it was foolish or not. Good work.
She was cracking me up.
Yeah. We all were like,
I love
"Yay,
it. Go,
come
Miss-
back. Everybody come back, come back, come back."
So much.
Good class, you guys. So vote. Do you want scenes next week or commercials?
Scenes.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, either one.
I'm asking you guys.
I
Want to do scenes
back to
again?
I
and
think-
then we'll do-
Scenes.
Oh,
How
here.
many would like, where's Carolyn?
Oh, here I
How many-
am.
And
Here I
Bruce,
am. You here? See me?
how many people
Scenes,
want to do
scenes.
scenes? Raise your hand.
Sorry, what was that?
Scenes next week or commercials? One,
Scenes.
It's commercials.
1, 2, 3.
You see me? You can't see me.
No.
You can't
Scenes.
see me. Why I can't
One,
see me? I don't know.
Oh,
What does it say now?
scenes.
3.
Olivia,
Kenny,
put your hand up.
I don't care
I'm just
either way.
keeping up.
Olivia.
Okay.
All right, we've got
Well,
1, 2, 3, 4 people who want scenes.
And Sarai hopefully will be here. She'll probably want to do a scene.
All right, so we'll do scenes next week and then we'll do commercials the week after.
Sounds good.
All right, so I'll put you up tonight. Go to Toni Attell YouTube or Los Angeles acting classes.
Okay.
And watch yourselves, please. Carolyn, you just wrote me. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay, I gotta. All right, good class, you guys. What?
Yeah, thanks for.
You crack me up, Carolyn. All right, we say good night. Say good night. Say good
Night.
Night,
Good night.
everyone.
Night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.